a new camera angle because I haven't been a huge fan of the other ones I've had because they always block my drawers. And the whole reason I'm taking the carb back apart is just the fact that it seemed to be pissing over, like it was leaking fuel out when it wasn't supposed to. So I wanted to just go ahead and give it another. Jeez. Sorry for the crazy drivers around me. So let's go ahead. Oh, that would be why. That float has some fuel in it. Okay, turning the ultrasonic cleaner on to heat up. Alright. Okay, hold on one second. Let me move this a little bit out of the way. Make some room on my workbench for this. These are all my carburetors I have. I'm pretty sure like this float bowl won't work, or float won't work for this because this is a Honda carburetor off of a GX series carburetor. Here's another different type, doesn't even have the float bowl on it. This too looks like a Honda setup. This one is a Tecumseh, which that's kind of what this carburetor is. It's like a Tecumseh style carburetor. Ooh, this one does have a float though. Maybe I can get that out. Oh, we'll see. Alright, I want to keep some parts separate so that way I'm not getting them mixed in. Sorry, hit the stand. This one sounds like there's a float on it. If I can get my wrench to crack this loose. Alright, switching over to a different style. Thickness. I've just over the I say over the years, I'm only like 25 or 27 years old, so I'm not that old, but over my life I have just tended to collect junk / garbage that everyone else would think, oh, why the heck would you even want that? My fuel bill's actually not too bad. Keep this all separate. Sorry about that. You guys died on me. Let me get a charger going real quick. Because I have no more batteries and I need to charge them. Been really happy with my camera I got recently. Yeah, it's actually quite a few videos back. It was I think it was the final episode or final video on that Ford 2N. That's where when I got the new camera, and I have been so happy with it because it has made filming so much easier. Because it's got a better got a way better microphone. Okay, so got a paint pen here. One is going to be the original carb. Yep. And then 2. And then 3. I'm just doing that so that way I can mark it and put them in the ultrasonic cleaner and know which ones were which when they come out. Here's another Tecumseh carburetor. It's like a cast aluminum 90. It's like another Honda carburetor. Points in, really it's just a condenser, and it is points, yeah. Ignition coil, random doodads. So let me put some of these back, and then we'll take a look at this and maybe try to tweak some of the things. I am happy to see that this flap, or the throttle, is moving freely, as well as the choke. That was a big concern of mine because it wasn't moving freely when I first got the carb, or when I first took the carb apart. It was really, really gummed up. So, ooh, that's nasty. Let's load up some of this carburetor parts. Hopes to make it clean again. This one looks in pretty good condition, if I can get the screw out. All of these have a thumb screw on the bottom, which is the full speed adjustment. Ooh, that looks really good. Nice and clean there. And then let's do this other one as well. Oh, come on, get out of the thing. I'm just putting all of these in the ultrasonic cleaner to clean them up, so that way they can be ready for future projects if so comes to it. Or if I have to use it for this one, I can actually use it. I think last you guys saw was me kind of just tinkering around with it in the driveway, or in my garage, putting around with it, trying to get it to start and stay running, but so it wouldn't do that. It was falling on its face, and it was acting like it was like overly fueled, like excessive amounts of fuel into it. So I took a look at it, and I noticed that the carburetor was puking a little bit of fuel, which is why I wanted to take it apart and show you guys again. Just because it's not, oops, oh yeah. Cool. Oh, tore my glove, oh well. All right. 1 second and I will show you how the floats are looking inside the carburetor, or inside of the ultrasonic cleaner. Just gotta get that ready for later. Let me stop the video real quick and get your setup where you can actually see, so it's not a whole bunch of. So you'll see on lines 1, that's the original. 2 is an aftermarket, or an old one that I think I could use, and 3 is another old one. My ultrasonic cleaner is nasty because I use vinegar instead of parts washing solution, because I do think the vinegar works really, really good at removing the gook on carburetors and getting in there and kind of breaking stuff loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video for right now and just go with the ultrasonic cleaner to get it nice and clean and let it cook for a while. I'm hoping to hit 60 degrees Celsius and then hit for 30 minutes, because I really want to get this nice and clean, because the golf cart is pretty much ready. We're going to put the lid on. And then we'll leave it there for a minute and then come back to it. So, the golf cart is pretty much ready right now. I've got the cover on the points and condenser. I've got those things. I could go back through with a wiring, couple zip ties, and make it nice and neat. I need a battery hold down to hold the battery because that was missing. But I got the drive belt on, and I did put it around. I drove it out there back to my black car, and I drove it back in here the opposite direction. So it did drive under its own power, which was nice, but it was a lot of just cranking. I'm also probably gonna take this fuel tank out here in a minute and put it in my parts washer and just let the parts washing solution go through it to kind of eat up all the gook that's inside there. That way I can put fresh 2-stroke fuel in it and then call it good. So with that, I am going to call it until I get to a point where I can film some more stuff. Because right now this is just tedious, monotonous stuff that you don't want to watch that I have to do in the meantime to get it ready to film. So, well, I will see you on the next episode. Well, we are basically finished with it. It needs a good power washing and it needs a little bit of cleanup. But I am calling it good right now because I need to go get me some 2-stroke oil and gas to put it in. Ooh, I forgot to put the cap on. I'll get it and put it on. But I need to get me some 2-stroke oil because I don't have anything for it. I don't even have any gasoline for it anyway. I'm completely out, and well, I've worked on it enough today, so I think I'm just gonna stash it away and maybe pick it up again tomorrow. Maybe finish the video that way, just because it's getting cold. It's getting to be a long day, and I need to kind of get some stuff sorted at my house, take care of my family, and spend some time with them because I spent way too much time on this buggy. But I will say it should run pretty good once I get it all set up and once I get some actual gasoline in it. So, well, thanks for joining me. If you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe on this channel. I love hearing the comments on it. Like one guy suggested putting a skidoo motor or a skidoo motor, snowmobile motor, 2-stroke, triple, something like that in here. But where I'm from, we get snow maybe once a month in the wintertime, and when we do, it's not much. So people don't, and it doesn't stay around. Like, I mean, if you look outside, it's all mush, and I'm in a t-shirt and pants, and I'm out here with the garage doors open, and it's like 60 degrees outside in middle or end of January. So weather in Missouri is pretty crap, but so that was why I can't do any skidoo motors, because there are none around me. I actually looked, and I think I saw one. It was a parts bike, but it didn't even have a motor, and they wanted $1,000 for it. So I was just get it done, get it up and running. I've got that little Tecumseh single-cylinder electric start that I fixed the couple videos ago, and thought about putting that on there if this motor didn't work. But turns out this motor works pretty good, and I didn't have to invest too much into it. Just a starter solenoid, some wire, and some TLC, and it's up and running. Probably gonna have to take care of the tires at some point, but that's a future Justin issue. So with that, I will call it quits for today. Thanks. All right. Let's go. Forward. Oh, it's cold. Your brakes work? Yeah, they work. God, a smoke streak behind us. Oh, it's freezing. Alright, I am gonna call it today. Whoop, I mean, if I can kill it. Okay, I'm done. That's way too dang cold for me. I'll bring it back to finish up this video. Whoop. Can't close it with my dang gloves. I'm cutting this short because I'm really cold after that drive. Because it's, like I said, like 10 degrees. It runs. It does not run good. Oh, gosh dang it. Stupid alarm for stay went off. Oh, sorry about that. It runs really good, or adequate. I don't know if it charges the battery. I don't know if that functions correctly. I don't know what is going on, but the gas pedal sticks. The fuel probably leaks. There's a lot of things wrong with this, but this is just the beginning for me. I want to kind of power wash it now, and now that I know it runs and drives pretty decent, burn the exhaust out because I think it's clogged with gook from like a mouse or something, and just get that motor running a bit. It's way too cold to run it for long term, but I do think once it runs for a bit, it will clear up and it will be a much better engine. But for right now, it's just so gummed up. With that, I am going to call it. I'm a rookie. I have all my phones on volume, so sorry about that. With that, I'm going to call it. If you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe on this video. I would really appreciate it. There will be a link to other videos at the end of this one, and I'll even put a little snippet in the beginning of the video for people to check out the first video I have. I think this one's going to be broken up into a single longer video. I might do 2 videos out of it. I don't know yet. I'm still working on the editing part. I'm still getting better at it and doing it. So with that, I'm going to call it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for hanging out with me while we wrench on this little buggy. Alrighty, toodaloo.